They got it better. The guy on his knees in the canoe, he's a little more like an Indian. And he's the same guy that did these Indian people here. He has his heart in the right place. But I think he has a car in the wrong place there. Yeah. In the Indian shoreline. So that's the kind of thing. It would have bothered me for the rest of my life to see that Indian portrayed as a Caucasian in the canoe. So I'm glad he fixed it. And maybe for generations to come. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One technique that Berkeley has, one ordinance that it has is the Landmarks Preservation Ordinance. And it prevents buildings and sites that are designated as official landmarks from being destroyed for up to 1 year. And in that 1 year, you can try and convince developers not to knock down the building or destroy it. So we worked really hard to make this Shellmound a landmark, the Shellmound site. And people would look at me like the Emperor's New Clothes. She doesn't understand, she's naked. There's no mound there. She's woo-hoo. And and I am pretty cuckoo, but not on that subject. I mean, archaeologists come down. They said, oh yes, there's writings about the Shellmound. They know about the Shellmound. There's been articles about the Shellmound. There's been reports, digs. There was a dig in the 1950s, 2 digs. And so they came and testified. And we also had 3 regional conferences sponsored by Berkeley Architectural Heritage, Heyday Books, Malcolm Margolin, and IPOC, and all Indian people started to come around, and they had to respect that. We had a hearing with like 40 people, mostly indigenous people, come down and say, yes, we think it's important. Don't put that garage. They want to put a 4-story garage on this parking lot. They said, don't do that, make this a landmark. So they did, it passed, and that was a great victory. Because if it was just me up there, they would have been going, cuckoo, no, that's just the parking lot we need to make money, you know. And anyway, if it was a Shellmound, why didn't you bring it up earlier?